How to create a valuable information product to sell. Determine its primary purpose. Any business, on or offline, must have something to sell. That's because the essence of business is exchanging value. And value is bound up in helping both the buyer and the seller. Both the buyer and seller are empowered to do something that couldn't be done without it. In a barter situation, a product or service is traded. More likely, they are sold for money. Products and services, however, must meet a need or a want, if you prefer. You can make a fantastic product that has no value to anyone. And that means that it not only needs to be functional in some way, even if only to look at, there has to be a demand for it. Value is in the eye of the buyer, not the seller. That's why it's so important to find out what buyers want, to save you the time and expense of making something that only you will appreciate. And that's why you must start by asking yourself what the primary purpose of the product is. You have to know why you're creating it before you do. It's easy to become personally attached to a product or a service, such that you don't want to subject it to the scrutiny of a buyer. Art is like this. An artist will compose music, paint a picture, sculpt a model of a person. Much passion and commitment goes into creating those things. But if no one wants them, then it has value only to the artist, many of whom are, quote, starving because of it. Although it may feel like it, creating products for buyers doesn't mean that you're selling out to capitalism. Instead, it means that you're making something that someone else can use. And that's why something like market research is so important. You have to know if people are using it already or if it's something that they want to be able to do. The easiest way to do this is to ask them. But finding the right people to ask is more of a challenge. In the online business world, email lists are created, principally to have someone to market to. But they are also a rich resource for market research. Of course, it may not be possible for beginning internet marketers to ask those on their list if it is too small to get a representative sample. In the online world, a typical response rate is about 2%. And if you apply that rate to an email list, then it means that you need 1,000 people on it in order to get just 20 replies. So in the short term, you will have to look for other avenues. One way is to type a question into the search engine. The results you get will lead you to the places where other people are asking the same thing, and where some people, often inadequately, attempt to provide an answer. For more information, go to coachingprogramblueprint.com.